Hey beauties, morning. Not using any other filters this morning, just plain me. No, I had to process the whole 19% increase on um the bus fares. Because I didn't just want to talk out of just sheer emotions that may not necessarily be intelligent, but listen to what I'm saying. Increase for the masses in Jamaica is never a good one because in general I'm speaking now. I'm going to be specific to the bus fares because the salaries generally cannot meet the liabilities. And I'm not talking for those who may not necessarily be good stewards of money, where they've put themselves in difficult situations and then their their liabilities rather supersedes their assets by leaps and bounds. So for example, if they earn $100, their liabilities is $300, $400, $500, 5 times what they earn. So where it may take the person who is probably earning $500 a year to clear their debts, it probably takes the other person 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, because their income has not superseded their expenses. Government officials, I understand that inflation is not good. It is high. It's over 10%, almost 11 if it isn't 11. I understand that once internationally gas prices go up, once gas goes up, people don't understand the logic behind gas. You have transportation costs. So once gas goes up and the vehicle has to pay for that, or whoever it is, then their cost goes up and everybody's cost will have to go up because they will have to charge more for their services and so on that they provide. So it will hit us as a Caribbean country. And with that reality, the income is not going up. Remember, the masses would comprise the public sector workers for those who are working. So you have more people working in the public sector than those working in the private sector. And the salaries, they're just barely moving. It's like watching a snail trying to win a race that Usain Bolt is in. I want you to understand. I'm just trying to put it through your mind's eye. That is a task that is basically impossible for the snail or the slug. And with that reality, government officials, Jamaican people are going to find it really arduous. It is going to be neck-breaking for them to manage. What may end up happening is that you're going to have a lot of absenteeism. Remember, productivity across the board is already little to almost none in some entities. The buildings tell the story. When you look at some government buildings, you're wondering if it is prison buildings. If you're in a jail cell or a prison cell, the condition of it is bad. The walls look bad. Mold is in the place. In there is hot. The air conditioning unit is a reject by Adam and Eve. So you will have a lot of absenteeism. You're going to have a lot of tardiness where people are late. They're not going to be punctual because they probably cannot afford, so they have to wait on somebody who is going to leave out for work to get a ride, hitch a ride with them. Productivity will get another blow again because they're stressed. They cannot concentrate and allow their own competencies, skills and talents to take precedence in the workplace while their job description is supposed to be enacted. Government officials, you need to find ways of making provision. Now I'm not sure if what I heard is clear, so it may need to come out back in the news to be clear. What I heard is that for those who will take the JUTC buses, the prices remain the same. The JUTC buses, those living in the Montego Bay area, there is a metro bus. I don't know, I'm not in Montego Bay, so Metropolitan, Metro, whatever the name of the bus is, the price will not increase. But it was specific to the JUTC buses. I guess I know you have the coaster buses, you have the taxi men and whatnot. Notwithstanding, the government officials noted that taxi men and others are not to overcharge or they will be fined 100,000. Someone need to get beating. Some own taxi men and so need to get beating. For example, if you know that it is off what you call after hours, maybe after 9, after 10, and you see people needing to get home because of that desperation for them to get home, because it's not safe to be on the road like that, especially if in an area that is like a ghost town, you're going to charge them even double, triple the amount that you would normally charge during a day work, a day drive. That's cruel. The road does not change in the night. Yes, it's dark and it's a little difficult to see and all of that, and your lives can also be put at risk. I can understand that. But to charge an arm and a leg, there is something with us as Jamaicans where when we see a loophole, we push the hole open more than how it should be, and then it creates problems afterwards. That's greed, and people are not going to be blessed by greed. Many of you are still toiling and striving and still not going anywhere. You're like a hamster in a hamster's wheel. So continue, because you guys will be fined 100,000. The government says it's not right. Just as how you're trying to find money to feed your families, they are trying to find money to feed their families. You know that the majority of the Jamaicans are struggling financially. Why would you do that? Charge the same amount. It would be bad. It wouldn't even be bad if you say, all right, guys, because it's safe on me, I put myself, I don't have enough gas, and so let's just say it was $100, I'm going to charge an extra 50. No, someone to charge all 200 more, 300. That's wrong. That's really wrong. And your lives are not blessed. You notice on and 7, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, or 20, 21 or 22. No, move. There was a saying, there's a jargon that goes around, God doesn't like ugly. And in terms of just, things that you're shafting people, that's one of the ways to grieve God. When you try to shaft people knowing the situation. Now, government officials, back to you. You need to find ways to safeguard productivity in the workplaces. You need to find ways. And I'm simply saying to you that this will hit productivity in the workplaces. You're going to find a lot of absenteeism, tardiness, poor performance, because it's going to stress people out. Things are difficult, things are tight. You have to ensure that if it is that across the island, the JUTC buses now, the prices remain the same, they have to be on time. I know of people who say they are out there even an hour earlier. So I'm not talking about people who are late, although Jamaicans are known for that. There are people who have been there and the buses still don't come. So government officials, you have to find a way to safeguard productivity and make it easier for the working class, make it easier for the blue collar workers, make it easier for the little ones that are trying their best. Please, we're all humans and we all want to make life. We only have one shot on earth. We're not like when this fad or this mythical saying, about cat having 9 lives. Well, that's not a true thing. But we don't have 9 lives. We don't even have 2. We don't even have 1.5 or 1 and piece. 1 dege life to live. So you need to make it palatable in a sense, in a social and a financial sense for the Jamaican people to survive. It is not nice. It is not good. You guys can never understand because you're just not in the position. You can never understand. God doesn't like ugly. You see that the president there of National Water Commission, what has happened to him? He never understood over the years what many Jamaicans have gone through. And I'm not talking about those who steal water or steal light, But I'm saying sometimes, you see, when you don't show mercy, I've often said that the same measuring stick you issue out is the very same measuring stick, and worse will come at you one day at an inopportune time. You don't know when it will come. It's like a thief in the night. And just pull the rug from under your feet and you hit your head back, knock you out. You become delirious or unconscious. Remember the Jamaican people. Remember the Jamaican people. Increase the public sector workers' salaries by at least 50%. 20% is a joke. It cannot work. Government officials, raise it. Raise it. Remember the Jamaican people, please. Because it's not easy financially and socially for them. Guys, please follow me on TikTok. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. share this message.